I have my ways, darling. Are you all right?
Ugh, I'm fine, Stolas.
Good.
One of the many appeals of Vivienne Medrano's Helluva boss is the tragic romance between the Prince of the Ars Goetia, Stolas, and the assassin for hire, Blitz. When their dynamic is introduced in the series, they have a working relationship bound by equivalent exchange. Blitz spends his nights with Stolas for access to his Grimoire, which gives him and his associates access to Earth. It's a fun premise at first, and it doesn't seem like it will hurt the series, which is full of action sequences and non-stop comedy. However, the longer the series continues, the more Blitz and Stolas' relationship begins to suffer. And midway through the second season, it seems like the unofficial couple might end up calling it quits. With the recent trailer indicating a formal separation for Blitz and Stolas, we'll discuss the numerous reasons for their breakup in today's video.
Look, I didn't mean to interrupt your, the party. I was just trying to...
Number 1. Blitz doesn't want commitment. Stolas is someone who has many commitments in his life. In the episode, The Circus, we learn that he was bestowed guardianship of the stars from a young age, which is why he is fascinated with the universe as an adult. At the same time, he learns about his engagement to Stella, meaning he has no control over who he will marry, which leads to complications and a loveless relationship. However, as the Prince of the Ars Goetia, he follows through with these responsibilities, believing he has no choice. Stolas is miserable. While he loves his daughter Octavia and has a fondness for the stars he watches over, he's unhappy with his marriage and hovers over the edge of a divorce. It's not until Blitz arrives one day, which leads to an afternoon of passion, that Stolas realizes what real love could be like. He becomes enamored by Blitz, and to spend more time with him, he makes the deal to trade their nights together for access to his grimoire. After his first encounter with the adult Blitz, Stolas decides to end his marriage, which leads to his inevitable divorce from Stella. However, without his wife to hold him down, Stolas has more time to dedicate to Blitz. He takes every opportunity to spend time with him, as seen when he hires him as a bodyguard in Lululand. However, Stolas only requires his protection for the company, as he's more than capable of defending himself and the rest of IMP. In the episode Truth Seekers, Stolas comes to Earth to rescue the group after they've been captured by humans, helping them return home. Stolas goes above and beyond when communicating with and caring for Blitz. Unfortunately, Blitz believes the relationship is nothing more than a business transaction, and seems content to keep it that way. Throughout the first season, with every advance Stolas provides, Blitz tries to push him further away. A prime example is when Blitz invites Stolas to the Lust Ring in Aussies. While Stolas initially believes this invitation could be a date, the night goes south when Asmodeus and the other patrons at Aussies notice them. Stolas tries to invite Blitz into his home at the end of the night for nothing more than a quiet evening together, but Blitz refuses.
Well, in this game, we're throwing them out the window because it's fun.
Number 2. Octavia struggles with the divorce. While Stolas struggles with his love life, his daughter Octavia has difficulty handling the divorce. While she has felt estranged from her parents for some time, the emotions reach a boiling point in seeing stars. Years ago, Stolas had promised Octavia they would travel together to witness Azathoth's tears, an event similar to meteor showers. Remembering his promise, Octavia marks the day on the calendar to keep track. However, on the day of Azathoth's tears, Stolas is preoccupied with dealing with Stella and the details of their divorce. His forgetfulness at the time disheartens Octavia, so she takes matters into her own hands. Traveling to IMP, she takes Stolas' grimoire from Blitz, using its magic in hopes of watching the meteor shower on her own. Unfortunately, she's unfamiliar with the spellbook, and the grimoire misinterprets her request. The grimoire deposits her in Los Angeles, where she becomes lost in a large city of humans. Naturally, Stolas and the members of IMP travel to Earth to find her, but get held up by unforeseen circumstances. Luna finds Octavia first, and they have a heart-to-heart about their parents. Octavia asks a devastating question that resonates with the audience. Why does Stolas hate her mom more than he loves her? Naturally, Octavia's intense feelings about her parents and their divorce intensify because Stolas hasn't found her. Still, she's reassured when Luna reveals that Stolas is in LA, desperate to bring her home. Stolas and Octavia reconcile before the episode ends, but still have plenty to deal with at home. Stolas is distracted by Blitz as much as by the divorce, which may put his relationship with Octavia at risk again. In the Season 2 trailer, she even has a line that alludes to this coming true by claiming Stolas never loved her or Stella, but he does love him.
I am so...
I know, Dad. It's okay. You're here now.
Number 3. The Ars Goetia's disapproval. While Stolas isn't an overlord, as confirmed by Medrano, he is a member of a high-ranking family in Hell. The Ars Goetia are a class of hellborn demons who rank above overlords in the hierarchy. The only demons above them are the 7 deadly sins, including Lucifer. As a literal prince of hell, Many responsibilities and expectations fall on Stolas' shoulders. Naturally, his divorce from Stella and his known relationship with Blitz has become a sword hanging over Stolas' head, waiting to drop. In the episode The Circus, Stella threatens to involve her brother Andrielephus, who is another royal and a member of the Ars Goetia. However, Stolas ignores her threats and defends his choice to have a happy life. Unfortunately, actions like these usually have consequences, even with good intentions. Stolas believes the only reason the Goetia family wanted them to marry was for the birth of a cogeniary heir. Now that Octavia is 17, there's no reason for his marriage with Stella to continue, if they can't be happy. However, he may not be correct, as the Ars Goetia will finally gather in the latter half of the second season. In the new trailer, a council of Ars Goetia joins one another. It's unclear what the group is discussing, but one of the new characters, an Ars Goetia and overlord named Visago, requests that Stolas be involved in their decision-making. Since Stolas has had complications in his personal life, it's unlikely that he's paid much mind to the Ars Goetia, who would likely disapprove of his affair with Blitz.
I know what I did. I would feel bad if I hurt you, but we both know I didn't do that.
Number 4. False pretenses. Another unfortunate reason the relationship may not work out is that it began with false pretenses. Throughout the first season, it seems that Stolas has developed genuine feelings for Blitz during their casual relationship. It's common for people to develop feelings for another, even unintentionally, so his crush is something the audience can sympathize with. However, the second season begins by providing the tragic backstories of Blitz and Stolas in The Circus. Stolas receives responsibilities and expectations a child shouldn't have to bear from a young age. To dissuade his unhappiness, Stolas' father, Paimon, takes him to the circus. While there, he encounters Blitz, who lives and works as a performer with his family. Paimon offers to buy Blitz for Stolas, and Blitz's father agrees to the arrangement. However, he tells Blitz to steal as much as possible from the Goetia family before escaping. Stolas is thrilled by the prospect of having a genuine friend and follows along with Blitz's game of treasure hunt. He's none the wiser because Blitz is stealing from his family. Blitz uses Stolas' genuine kindness to benefit himself in those moments, building a friendship on a false pretense. He does the same in the future, becoming Stolas' romantic partner in return for his grimoire. While the new trailer implies that Blitz cares more for Stolas than he initially let on, he may have damaged their relationship beyond repair.
Suppose you should. Want me to f your brains out tonight?
Very much so.
Alright, but you're keeping quiet or I'm using those bear traps.
While their relationship was rocky, fans of Helluva Boss can't help wishing that Blitz and Stolas would stay together. Despite their differences, the pair are good for one another. Blitz's companionship makes Stolas feel loved after spending years in an uncomfortable marriage. At the same time, Stolas provides a warmth and acceptance towards Blitz, something he never had even in his childhood at the circus. They complement one another while also providing what the other needs. Unfortunately, the rift between them seems to have grown too far, and they may not overcome their differences before the season finale.
So, what made you decide to ask me out after all this time?
Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Circus business with clowns and horses! And the horses will all have good names,